3, 2, 1, sync. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with June. I'm wearing my headphones because I have a call with somebody right now. They can't hear you because you're wearing my headphones. The person said hi. But let's not get any, words are hard. Just continuing on. I might need to move my mic back into the shot because it's not right now. We'll pick this one. We'll move the mic up a little bit so that it's in shot. Hi, microphone. How are you doing today? Oh, I picked up 2. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If it roars, let it go. Actually, no. A person who is on the call with me right now. Left or right? Okay. Hello? Left or right? Right, okay, cool. So the person that I'm on call with told me to pick the right one, which is day 27. Hey, okay, this is pretty interesting. Okay, so day 27. Why did I decide to study acting and animation? I've kind of explained this a little bit, but why not? Let's go into a full rundown. So, acting is something I decided to do because I want to be a voice actor. I've mentioned this. I want to be a voice actor because back when I was 13 or 14, I was put into this group that decided to do like a fandom of a comic. Granted, that didn't go anywhere, but I had a good time. I enjoyed it. So my brain went, you know what you enjoyed? Doing that. Guess what you're gonna keep doing? That. So that's what I did. Since 13/14, I've been doing voice acting stuff. That doesn't mean it's been great. It just means that it's stuff I've been doing. It's stuff that I really enjoy. I do wish that I pushed myself a little bit more with that though. But I'm finishing school the day after recording this. So after that, pardon me, I should be free to do quite a bit of voice acting stuff, which would be pretty nice. Where is my necklace? Oh, I took it off. Okay, cool. But yeah. The person just said basically if I need a voice acting, they know how to go to. Yes. And with animation, since this is kind of going into that, I picked to do animation at university because when it came time to looking at universities and stuff, like going and looking at drama schools and stuff, I knew I didn't want to go to drama school because that shit's expensive. It's very, very expensive. I would not have been able to pay for it. Plus, a lot of drama schools don't tend to accept people at my age. It's very rare for that to happen, even though I know 30 or 4 people who have got in at my age. So I decided to avoid that. So I looked at universities instead. And going through that, a lot of the universities I went to for open days and stuff, looking at their acting course, they had a lot of stuff that was very similar or pretty much the same to what I learned or was going to learn in this course that I'm doing. So I went, what's the point? And decided to go for animation instead. I was always looking at both anyway, like always looking at, acting and animation. Because I was like, hey, you know what? Even if acting doesn't go through, at least with animation, I'm still keeping myself in the animation circle. I can still become a voice actor somehow. Just with animation, I can also be like a storyboard artist or something, for example. But also, like, animation is kind of deeply rooted into all the decisions I've made, because, I mean, obviously, voice acting has stuff to do with cartoons, with video games, all that jazz, like radio dramas, radio advertisements, and those are all over the goddamn place. So, boom, put that into animation, put that into voice acting, and sick. But also, like, when I was younger, when I was like, I think from 8 until like 13 or 14, I wanted to be a game designer because I played video games and I liked video games and I did not understand how much effort was put into making a video game at the time. I know now, because even though I'm not planning to be a game designer, I know what the game process takes, and it's a goddamn lot. There's so much about concept art, about pitching the designs and all that. It's so much. Also, sorry for my throat today. I had to scream. So, that kind of affects how I sound. Oh, the person just asked me how come. I'm doing a audio unit right now. I've just finished it, actually. But because I did an audio unit, I decided to do a voiceover, like a cartoon voiceover of Dragon Ball Z. Forgetting that the scene I picked has Gohan screaming his lungs out at the end because he's turning into a Super Saiyan 2. So, there's no way for me to do this effectively, so I'm gonna have to turn down my mic real quick. And I'm also gonna harm my voice doing this. But I basically had to turn down my mic and then go. Yeah. And that's not fun. I had to actually turn down my mic there, and I'm pretty sure that still didn't work out. I even moved a little bit further away. It's probably still gonna sound real bad. So, sorry about that. Yeah. So, where do I want to go with voice acting and animation, though? So, animation. I've said this a little bit already, but I kind of want to kind of specialize in storyboard artistry. I find that very interesting. I've done a media course for an A-level, which granted isn't like the most that you can ever learn, but it's still enough for me to be able to make like basic shot composition at least, which is pretty good. And, you know, I can apply that into storyboarding. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to animate everything. It just means I can be like, this is the shot that it needs to look like. This is what this shot needs to look like, etc., etc., etc. Which is pretty good. But then with voice acting, again, I kind of want to be on cartoons. Being on a video game would be fucking amazing. Being on a fighting game would be fucking sick. And not even necessarily as, like, a character. If someone came up to me and said, I want you to be the announcer voice for our fighting game, and we don't just go 3, 2, 1 fight or round 1 fight. Pardon me. It's like Guilty Gear or BlazBlue or like the new BlazBlue cross tag battle that just has can't escape from crossing fate. I want to be that person, or more specifically the Guilty Gear Heaven or Hell. That's dope as hell. So if I was able to do that, that'd be sick. But no, I'd mostly want to be in cartoons. Being in a cartoon that's on the same level, or okay, being on a cartoon that's on the same level as, I'm gonna say, Over the Garden Wall would be sick, because I love Over the Garden Wall. That's in my top 5. But being in something that I feel is as good as my current favorite piece of media of all time, that would blow me out the water. I'd feel like I was blessed on that day, like everything would be blessed. I've also just realized, even though I've been talking well enough about this, I've been wearing my headphones this whole time. This is the first time in this video I've been wearing my in any of these vlogs that I've actually worn my headphones. And as you can see, I wear them lopsidedly so that I can actually hear how loud I'm being. Yeah, if I were to be in a cartoon, I'd want it to be something that's like, if I got to choose, which I don't right now, but if I got to choose, I'd be like, ooh, Over the Garden Wall level, hell yeah. My favorite piece of media of all time level, oh hell yes. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, sadly. But I don't know. If I got to say that I worked in at least one like Cartoon Network show or a Nickelodeon show, I'd be happy. Like, I don't necessarily need to be on a Disney show. If I did, I'm almost certain that would make me mad money. But I'd feel like I could be happy being on, like, a pretty decent Nickelodeon show for quite a bit, you know? Because Nickelodeon shows, when they do run, last forever. I'm looking at you, Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob. But, you know, Cartoon Network, some things are hit and miss, some things only last a season, some things only last 2, some last 11, Adventure Time. So, you know, I don't know what I'd want to be. But, that's pretty much this episode, since we're hitting that 10-minute mark anyway. So, yeah, thank you so very much for watching this episode. I hope you all have a very nice day, and I will see you tomorrow for the next episode. My friend is also saying goodbye. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna take out my headphones real quick.
Hello.
Say hello to the audience.
Hello.
Yeah, I've had someone listening to me do this the whole time. This is wild. But yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you'll have a very nice day, and I will see you tomorrow. See ya.